Okay, we'll take the Mercury next. Her Mercury is in Leo. It's in the second house, so it's in the proud, noble, creative Leo. It's in the second house of personal resources, money, using what I have, knowing the things I have, and it's conjunct to Uranus and square to Jupiter. I think those are the aspects. So we're looking at just a few factors out of this whole chart, and we'll just get used to looking at one at a time, taking the steps. This is a structure that will make you useful in working with anybody's chart. So her Mercury in Leo, daylight's increasing. Daylight is greater, but nighttime's increasing. So I see what I need to do. I have to live a certain way, but it's going to require more responsibility, more commitment. So I'm thinking it's moving towards a greater darkness. But I want to be noticed, but it's still got the fire, fixed fire. I did this. Ta-da, I did it. But do you like it? Was it okay with this? I mean, there's a need for her. The mind is moving towards being more responsive, doing things for others, or to that increasing darkness phase. I'm doing this, the daylight is greater, it's moving, but nighttime is increasing. I'm doing this. Wasn't I helpful? Wasn't I useful to you? Okay. And the second is around resources, around values. There's a practical side to that one. And the second is, I got to get paid. There's thinking about money, about how to use the resources, how to get resources for oneself. That's a strong point of the Mercury. Now, her Mercury is in the same sign as her sun, so she's not going to see her heart and her sun very different from each other. They'll all just be sort of fused to each other, even though it's not a conjunction. It's still going to go along with the adrenaline, the energy of the sun. But the outstanding things here, there's something unique that comes in from the aspects. Her Mercury, it conjuncts Uranus. There's a major aspect. It's a conjunction. This is going to excite her Mercury. It's going to make her think differently, independently, think for herself, want exciting things. This is a great thing for astrology. So you can see astrology. It lets you see things so differently, so exciting, so different. And it's in the second house. I could be an astrologer. I could make money on the side. People always want to get information from me. Well, that would have a good feel. So it would be, even for teaching it, let me show you how this works. That Mercury, Uranus conjunct makes her fit into wanting exciting things, not boring things. So her moon was into action and had the aversion, the Saturn square to it made it not want to have the pressure to feel the pressure from responsibility or authority. The Mercury doesn't want to even think like that. It's moving towards more commitments. It wants to do it its own way, my way. I got to make it different. I got to do it different. I got to do it unique. But the Uranus to the Mercury, it adds excitement to the Mercury, which is going to show Mercury is restless enough with the Mercury or the Uranus. It's going to be much more eccentric and exciting, much more hyper, quick thinking, quick, fast thinking, but restless, impatient. This is not someone who impatience is with the moon, impatience is with her Mercury, even though it's in a fixed sign. She's not going to want to listen to a boring conversation. She's not going to sit there and put up with people who are not interesting. She's going to want to add something to the pie, add something in. You can see what astrology would be, really fits that category here. Oh, you're at this sign. This would be shocking information, exciting. So this is a puzzling, but even before astrology, she would find astrology, she would still have this quality of needing to say the shocking or the exciting thing for someone. There's a quick thinking, a quick wit, a being ahead of the game. Moon and Aries are trying to be ahead of the game, but the Mercury is trying to one up and do things its own way better, innovative, inventive. Okay, so that's a strong point. But even with that conjunction of Uranus, there's still a nervousness or a restlessness that comes with that Uranus onto the Mercury that excites it, makes it restless, makes it a little hyper. The only other aspect that's there, no other bad aspect, the only aspect is square to Jupiter. Well, Jupiter magnifies, it exaggerates, it's trying to understand. So in her thinking quickly, she may not always understand the setting Jupiter. She may not always understand exactly where everyone else is coming from. She'll see the need and act on it. She'll exaggerate. Jupiter will make her exaggerate. She's going to think quickly into other people's problems or into kids' problems or into these things and think about what else to do, and will be ready to go on. This will solve it. This will do it. This will do it. She's going to be wanting to go on that quickly. But there's a tendency to exaggerate and create misunderstanding, which is Jupiter. So it's a struggle between her mind and her philosophy, her thinking and her principles. It's a struggle. It's something she's going to work with. So if something is threatening and she would be challenged by it and she'd want to resolve it, it'd be a stressor. But there's a capacity. If she had a couple of drinks, she could be drinking, she could be talking too fast. She could be talking too much on the go all the time, never sitting still. And that speed diminishes. You can understand a lot, you see it quickly, but sometimes you have to slow it down to absorb it. And she doesn't have a mind that slows things down. She has a mind that sees how to deal with so many things, and if anything, would exaggerate and be trying to think about doing too much, think about everything, but not everybody would be thinking with her. She might assume other people are thinking with her, but she's special in her own thinking. So as long as people are seeing that she's a specialist in doing her thing and making it happen, and they give her the space, and she's getting paid for that, she's happy. As soon as you get a job where it wasn't doing that, it would be dissatisfied. It would she wouldn't be able to stay there. She'd have to find something else. So sooner or later in life, she was geared to have to do something exciting. More exciting than what she had done. She can't rely on the past. So she's going to be different at 15, at 30, at 45. As she gets older, she's still going to want to have this exciting mind side, thinking for herself. So there's a tendency to exaggerate or to move on it so fast, to go ahead so fast. So like if you're studying astrology, you can know the astrology, you know it, you can work with it. Why should you have to go through all the classes? But if she took the time to get through all the classes, that's a miracle, and got the depth and understood it, she would get mine. She would really be invincible in being able to express herself or to teach or to write her special book. Something like that. She's got something to prove. So by the puzzle from Jupiter to the Mercury, Uranus excites and Jupiter exaggerates the excitement. When you exaggerate the excitement, you could be so hyper, but you're not always in a receptive mode to hearing other people's thoughts. Okay, so this is that's the only weak spot. It's not a huge thing. The basic thing is that it's so independent, so unique, and so again, this extreme hyper anxious side. So was the moon, and they're both rising. I can do this. I can do this. You know, if the teacher says, "Put up your hand. You want to ask a question?" She'd be the one to hand up first. Okay. You get images, you can apply it, you can slow this down, apply it to different ages, when she's a teenager, when she's a kid, preschool, school, teenager, high school, starting work, related marriage. You can imagine these different roles at different times, how this would work out in. Certainly, it gets you wondering, like, what kind of partner? You know, like, they have to be someone who's not threatened by her hyperness, her excitedness. Okay, so we're going to look at the Venus next. Venus is her sense of appreciation and satisfaction. So it's interesting that her mind works into the sun. We talked about sun and Mercury both in Leo, but the Venus is in Virgo. This is the fussy, somewhat prudish, picky Virgo. The Venus in Virgo is kind of fussy, very meticulous, very fussy about what it wants, very analytical and critical about what I like and what I like this, I don't like this. So she's got to do what she doesn't like, but she knows she's going to be really sensitive to criticism. And she's going to be fussy herself. So the Venus is your sense of self-worth, your appreciation, what satisfies you. She's self-critical, the basic Virgo theme. Daily is great. This is what I want. How come it's not the way I want yet? The minute she feels something's not the way she wants, which her Virgo woman is going to do, it's daylight increasing. Daylight is greater. I know what I want, but nighttime's increasing. I don't quite have it. Someone's interfering. I'm not getting the feedback I want. Something's not quite right. Needs to be improved. I could be better. She's going to start getting critical of herself. What's going to do? Get herself thinking quickly I'm not feeling well. How do I fix this? What am I going to do about it? And then as soon as she thinks about it, she's going to almost act on it immediately and go act on anything that she feels isn't right or isn't satisfactory. So there's a certain element of her contentment is somewhat critical. The minute she's critical of any type, she's not feeling content or something's not exactly right, guess who's going to fix it? So if you're sitting down, say you sit down at a fireplace at the cottage and you're going to sit down and watch the fire. She could watch fire, but she's not going to sit still. As soon as, oh, let me go, we got some wine, let me go get it. And suddenly the wine's not there, there's only beer. Oh, I got to get wine. Oh, man. She's going to try and go get something or go get it. She's going to try and find something to get. She's going to get up to try and fix this. Because her Virgo moon, or Virgo Venus is critical about what's content. This isn't good enough. I wasn't good enough. I'm not appreciated enough. I'm not quite good enough. I have to fix this. I have to improve this. I got to make this better. That Venus is always critical. It's in the third house of expression. So she's going to express what any imperfections or anything's not exactly right, anything that has to be improved or could be better, she's going to feel it. We had this nice bottle of wine, but I got a better one upstairs. I got a nicer one. She's going to has this urge to know what's best, what's good, quality, on a very practical, down-to-earth way. This is the daylight is greater, nighttime increasing, need to be involved and participate, need to make things more worthy from others. And it's in the earth mutable. So the earth is what's comfortable, what's nice, what's beautiful, what's like, this is nice, we could make it a bit better. This is nice, that it could be a bit better. This is nice. So then she's going to get analyzing it and criticizing her feelings, her emotions. And her emotions are going to be on a practical side. Then as soon as she starts analyzing and seeing something's not right or something could be fixed, her Mercury is going to pick up on it in a second. I'm the one that I can see how to fix this. Oh, this would work. She's going to get these great ideas of how to change them. As soon as her Mercury gets it, her Sun being in Leo is going to go on. Her Moon and Aries is going to impulse on it. It's going to be, oh, I have to do this. And she has to do this regardless of any relationship or anything. It's just, I have to make things better than what I have or what I want. This Venus is, now the Venus, it's out of orb. It has no aspects. It's not square anything. It's not opposed anything. It's in the same sign as Mars, not quite conjunct, but it's close. But it really, so it stands on it's in the third house. It's rising, it's projecting. She's got to project what she values, what she likes, and how to improve it. She's going to, I got to fix this, I got to fix this, I got to fix that. So this is really a troubleshooter who wants to fix everything all the time. Be hard to sit down and relax with her because she's going to want to do things all the time. But it'd be fun to have adventures with her. Okay, but the Venus here, that there's no difficult aspects to the interesting thing. It just means there's no stress coming to it. It just works on its own. It's always adaptable, analyzing, criticizing, thinking. And that analytical side is ruled by Mercury, which feeds into the mind of trying to be best and finding a winning solution to this. Anything that's not exactly it, I got to fix it. Ta-da! Here's the way. Let's go for it. But once that decision is made, she's not going to be patient. If she doesn't like something, she doesn't want something, she's going to go fix it, but she's not going to sit there and stay there. Imagine the challenges this would bring up in a classroom or in an office if she's having to just follow an order. It's not going to work like that. But it is in the third house of intelligence and being able to express those values and what she values. So once she's figured it out, she's going to be really strong and going on it. But that the Mars is close, also in the third house, also in Virgo. There's a bit of a spin-off. So as soon as she wants something or she likes something or something's not good enough, she's going to act to get it. As soon as something's not perfect enough, she's going to act to do it. And if she's ever doing it well enough, she would be super sensitive to any criticism. It would really set her off. At the same time, she's pretty critical about herself and meticulous about doing things exactly the right way.